All right, we're going to find out how to find the x and y intercepts of a line. So if you have a graph of a line, you can just look and see where the line crosses the x-axis, and that will be the x-intercept, and where it crosses the y-axis, and that will be the y-intercept, unless it's a vertical or horizontal line, in which case there might not be one of those. Okay, so the first thing we're going to notice, if we look at a graph, that all ordered pairs on the x-axis, so if you look at the x-axis, I have 3 ordered pairs, negative 5, 0, 1, 0, and 3, 0. Notice that all of the ordered pairs on the x-axis have 0 for its y-coordinate. So an x-intercept is of the form, well, there's some number in here for x, but then the y-coordinate will be 0. And now let's look at the y-axis. I have 3 ordered pairs, 0, 3, 0, 1, and 0, negative 4. And they all have 0 for their x-coordinate, right? So y-intercepts are of the form, well, there's a 0 in for x and then some number for y. So we're going to use that idea to figure out the x-intercept and y-intercept of a line if we know the equation of the line. All right, so x-intercepts are on the form something 0. So we're not sure what the x is going to be. That's what we're going to be looking for. But note that y equals 0 in the ordered pair. And for the y-intercept, there is 0 in for the x-coordinate. All right, so here's the problem. Find the x and y-intercepts on the line 3x minus 2y equals 12. Okay, so let's find the x-intercept first. Well, for the x-intercept, what do we know? We know half the answer. We know that the y-coordinate is going to be 0. So you know half your answer. Put in 0 for y right away. So remember, we're trying to find the x-coordinate here, right? We already know the y-coordinate. So if we take this equation, 3x minus 2y equals 12, and to get an ordered pair, you have to put in one value for x to figure out y or vice versa. We're going to put in 0 for y. Okay, so you're going to let y equals 0 in this equation. So we have 3x minus 2 times 0 equals 12, which gives me 3x minus 0 is 12, 3x is 12, and divide by 3. We know our y-coordinate now is x equals 4. So that is my x-coordinate. All right, we're going to do the same thing to find the y-intercept. So to find the y-intercept, we know that the x-coordinate of the ordered pair is 0. Okay, so if we take the equation, again, the 3x minus 2y equals 12, this time we're going to let x equal 0, because you can see up here I have 0 for x. I'm trying to find the y-coordinate that goes along with that. So I'm putting in 0 for x this time. So we have 3 times 0 minus 2y equals 12. So we have 0 minus 2y is 12. Negative 2y is 12. And dividing by 2, negative 2, we have the y-coordinate of negative 6. So that would be my y-coordinate. So now I have my x-intercept and my y-intercept. Now, you might not need to show all the steps I showed over here on the left side. For instance, when you let y equal 0 into 3x minus 2y equals 12, you might notice that if you plug in the 0 right in here for y, this term, negative 2y, will be 0. So some people skip that and they do that in their head and just write 3x equals 12, and you get the answer a little bit quicker. Same thing over here. So when I'm going to let x equal 0 into 3x minus 2y equals 12, we're going to do exactly the same thing. When I plug in 0 for x, you see this term 3x will become 0. So I can go directly to negative 2y is 12, am dividing by -2, I get y equals -6, a little bit faster. But in any case, we have our x-intercept is 4, 0, and our y-intercept is 0, -6. Let's do one more quick example. Let's find the intercepts on the line 3x minus 5y equals 10. All right, so for the x-intercept, we're going to put in 0 for y. So in this equation, 3x minus 5y equals 10, we're going to put in 0 for y, which gives you 3x equals 10, because this term will pretty much, in essence, disappear. And so we have 10/3 when I plugged in y equals 0, right? When I plugged in y equals 0, x was 10/3, so that is the x coordinate. And now for the y-intercept, we know we're putting 0 in for the x coordinate. And so, again, we take the same equation, but this time we're going to put in 0 for the x coordinate, right? So this term disappears, and I have -5y equals 10. And so y is -2, and that was when I let x equal 0, right? So when x is 0, y is -2. And you've noticed I did it the faster method this way, not showing plugging in 3 times 0 and then simplifying it to 0, etc. Okay, so if you're looking for the x-intercept, the point is to let y equals, oops, don't know what happened there, let y equals 0. And when you're trying to find the y-intercept, you let x equal 0. In other words, you put in 0 for x to find the y-intercept, you put in 0 for y to find the x-intercept.